morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be what I eat in a day. So I'm just going to go throughout my day and show you guys what I eat. Today's going to be a more like chill day for me. Like I'll be at home all day, so everything that I eat is going to be in the house. So it's 10:50 right now. So I'm starting a little bit late, so we're going to get started with this video. Everything's going to be a voiceover, so I'm just going to jump right in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and let's get started. All right, so let's start with the most important thing of the day, some coffee. I use my Keurig here. It's my favorite thing in the kitchen. I use the Starbucks house blend coffee. It's really good and it's bold but super easy to drink, and I always get the 10 ounces on that thing. Give me all the coffee. So as soon as it's done brewing, I use this oat milk creamer by Natural Bliss. It's vanilla. Super good. It's dairy-free, so I'm always looking for places I can fit in my dairy-free options when I can. And then I just use this sugar here. I think it's from Trader Joe's. I'm not sure like what specific kind of sugar it is, but it's not like the white sugar. So I use that, mix that in, and that's a cup of coffee for the day. So today I'm going to make a spinach omelet with a little bit of cheese and a side of bacon. Kill me, I don't care, sue me. I love bacon, I'll eat it. So we're just going to crack the eggs and put them into this bowl. I really like to scrambled eggs mainly, and then I have my little kitchen trick is I mix 3 parts pepper and like 1.5 parts salt into that little Aisha Curry homemade salt and pepper thingy. It's my favorite thing ever. It's really convenient, and then I add a little bit of cheese and a little bit of cheese and a little bit of milk just to make it the eggs a little bit more creamy. Mix that together, and then I'll cook them in the stove, or on the stove. So now we're gonna just drop that bacon in there. Pan's nice and hot. She's all ready to go. I like to start the bacon a little bit before I put the eggs in, just so that everything kind of finishes at the same time. And I cooked the bacon like 5 to 7 minutes on each side. So now we're gonna start cooking the spinach. I cook the spinach first because if I cook the spinach and the eggs at the same time, the spinach gets really rubbery, and I hate the way that feels in my mouth. So we just add the spinach in there with a little bit of, I think I used vegetable oil, just a tad, just to make sure that the pan does not stick, and I stir that around. So now we're going to add in the egg mixture, the scramble, and just cook that straight on through. Yeah, all of this is Aisha Curry cookware, by the way. I don't cook homemade, so check that out. Shameless plug to my sister-in-law. Love you. I add a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, just because with the added spinach in there, make sure it's seasoned perfectly. All right, so let's talk about lunch. During the day, usually it's just me at home, and for breakfast too. It's just me. Damien's usually at practice, so I don't need to cook a lot. And I really love these Daily Harvest products. So thank you to Daily Harvest for sponsoring this video. I've been using their smoothies for years. I remember my brother getting a bunch of smoothies sent to his house, and we would just drink those. Super easy to make. So the concept behind Daily Harvest is that all of the ingredients are in that container there. As you'll see, I'm going to turn around and show you what's inside. And it's a harvest bowl right here, so it's got all the ingredients, everything you could possibly need, which is super convenient. And so with the harvest bowl, all you have to do is either you can cook it in the microwave or on the stove top, and they're quick, they're easy, they're good for on the go. I mean, I can't say enough about Daily Harvest. They're customizable. They've got, like I said, smoothies. They've got oat bowls. They've got chia. You guys know I love my chia. Chia bowls, and they've got harvest bowls, if I haven't said that already, or smoothies as well. And they make it super easy and convenient for you to make at home. You can also customize them and add your own proteins if you want. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how I make this. Alright, so today we're going to make the cauliflower rice and pesto. It's super good. It kind of tastes like pesto risotto. It gets really creamy, and I don't know how they do that, but it does. It gets creamy and delicious, but you'll see. Anyways, so you just pour it into the pan. I put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan before I started filming, just so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, and then I just kind of mix it around, kind of break up the chunks, because since it is frozen, you just kind of have to you know, play with it a little bit, get it to loosen up, but the heat will help with that as well. And then you just wait for it. Literally takes like 5 to 7 minutes, super quick. But what I love about these harvest bowls is that you can make them like your own. So if you want to add like a protein, some shrimp, chicken, you can do that as well. I like to have at least one meal a day that's vegan, and all of their bowls, smoothies and stuff is plant-based. I did just add a little bit of chicken broth, chicken broth to it, just because the recipe calls for broth or water, and I made like a little bit more flavor, but I don't add any other kinds of protein to my harvest bowls. So just like that, I put a little bit of salt and pepper in there as well, and you can use the cup that it came in, or you can put it in a bowl. So if you're super on the go, a cup would be perfect. You just can toss it after you're done, but I'm going to use a bowl because I'm at home. Use the code that's right here for $25 off. It's Sydel 25. So go ahead and click the link in my bio and use the code to get your money off. Again, this is a really good option. I'm like waiting for it to cool off, but it has like a lemony flavor, which is nice too, because like all of the flavor and all of the seasoning, like you saw, I only put like a teaspoon of the chicken stock and some salt and pepper, but like lemony flavor, all that flavor that's in these bowls are already in there, so you don't have to worry about that. Super easy, super great. So yeah, again, use Sydel 25 for $25 off your order if you want to try it out. I really like these, especially if you're trying to do healthy, and sometimes healthy can be harder and like really expensive, but with these you get meals in a bowl and really easy to go. So again, thank you Daily Harvest for sponsoring this video. All right, it's smoothie time, which probably will be my last meal today. I'm just like feeling really full after that harvest bowl, so we're just gonna have a smoothie and probably call it a day, which happens a lot of the time. So I'm just trying to decide between which smoothie I want. If I want like a fruity based smoothie, or there's a chai smoothie, there's a cocoa smoothie. I don't know which one I want, but that just shows you how many options they have as far as which kind of smoothies you'd like. I'm gonna go with this peach and strawberry one though. I'm feeling very fruity, so it's got strawberry, peach, raspberry, banana, oats, flaxseed, and goji berries. I love goji berries. And then everything that Daily Harvest gives you is just a 3-step process. So yeah, let's get to blending. So like with the harvest bowls, everything is in the cup there. It's all chopped and ready to go. All you need to do is pour it into the blender, and then you need to add your liquid. So they give you recommendations on the cup. This one recommends something creamy, so I'm using unsweetened vanilla almond milk right here, but obviously you can add whatever. I've sometimes added coconut water, which I am obsessed with coconut water. And I sometimes put my coconut water in there, or also you can put greens in there. So because I already had my greens this morning with breakfast, I didn't put any in there. I just decided to go straight with almond milk and the already chopped up fruit. You can also add in your protein powders. I drink this after workout, and when I was eating lunch, I actually had just come back from a workout. So that's why I look like that, but because this is kind of going to be my last meal, I don't want it to be too heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and just drink a smoothie. So yeah, really simple. It makes it super creamy. And my favorite part about Daily Harvest is how you could just pour everything, like the cup is your serving container. That's like the coolest thing to me. So, and also the top to the smoothie has a straw, that's the country in me, a straw opening. So I just go ahead and put the lid back on and get out my environmentally friendly straw, my metal straw. I love a metal straw. And there you have it. Like, I'm obsessed. Okay, I lied. That was not my last meal. This is dinner. So usually I like to cook pretty light and healthy, especially trying to feed my husband. So tonight we're having opah, some kale, and some brown rice. I just basically put a half cup of brown rice in the pot there with a little bit of olive oil and some water, and then that'll just sit and cook for like the next 30-40 minutes. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and cut the stems out of the kale. It gets pretty bitter and tough if you don't cut the little center parts out. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm just going to, after I cut the center parts out, I'm just going to chop them up and put them in a bowl, set them aside. They don't take that long to cook, so I'm going to wait until I put the opa in the oven to bake, which is going to be about towards the end of when the cooking time of the rice. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and season the opa. So a little bit of salt and pepper, that container that I use in every single meal. I use also some onion powder and garlic powder. I don't like to have put a lot of seasoning on these. I like to let the fish flavor come through, but you know, you gotta add a little something something. So super simple, and then I'm just gonna throw that in the oven with a little bit of olive oil on top and the bottom. Okay, so while the opa is in the oven, it's also baking at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. This is at like the 7th minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and start making the kale. So I put a little bit of garlic in there, maybe like a tablespoon of garlic and some olive oil, and I'm just stirring that around until the olive oil is fragrant. I mean, both olive oil and garlic are fragrant. And then I'm gonna throw in the kale and like a half a cup of water, just so that it doesn't get dry. And then I'm going to mix it around. Again, salt, pepper to everything. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of lemon to the kale, just to bring in a little bit more flavor, a little bit more freshness. Kale can be kind of bitter, but I like adding the lemon. That'll kind of even it all out with the citrus. And then cook that for like 5 to 7 minutes and you're good to go. So yeah, I always taste as I go, just in case we need to add anything else, more salt, more seasonings, whatever. This is the final meal of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it. Again, thank you Daily Harvest for sponsoring this video. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Mwah.